Central Rebels 17-5, Farmington Knights 12-10. They have split a pair of ball games so far this year. Let's meet the starters. The Rebels will start Will Scherfus, a 5'8 junior. Hunter Courtois goes a 6'2. He is a junior. Alaric Jones, a 5'11 junior. And the two starters, John Comfort, a 5'11 senior, and Drew Skaggs goes 6'4. He's a senior. Farmington Knights will start Dante Castro, a 6'1 senior. Derek Callahan is a 5'10 junior. Jordan Ankrom, a 6'3 sophomore. DJ Hardy's a 6' junior, and Logan England, a 5'9 junior. So out of the 10 starters between these two teams that are in the championship game, only 3 seniors. Drew Skaggs, the premier performer on these two squads, a 22-point scorer on the year. And for the Farmington Knights, well, Jordan Ankrom leads the team in both scoring and rebounding at 17 points and 7.2 rebounds. Central in their blue uniforms with the red numbers and letters and the white outline. They've got red stripes down the side, and the Farmington Knights in their whites with black, gold, and white stripes down the side, black numbers and letters, and a golden outline. It'll be Ankrom jumping up against Skaggs. Farmington going to move it right to left as I look at and describe the action to you. That means Central goes left to right. The officials in the center circle, and we are underway. Courtois grabs the tap. Central wins it. Alaric Jones just inside of the free throw line works back out to Scherfus. Scherfus going to be guarded by Hardy right there. Scherfus out between the circles now. Pitches it over to Comfort. Comfort now back to Scherfus on the right wing. Skaggs pops out right corner. Can't get him the ball there. It's Alaric Jones slicing down the right side of the lane and curls it off the window for the first two. Great move by Alaric Jones. Jones, an 8-point scorer on the year. England, a backhanded bounce pass underneath. That's Ankrom powering his way inside. Ankrom being guarded by Courtois. Courtois is a good physical player, but it'll be interesting to see if that'll be the matchup all night or if Skaggs will ever slide over. Certainly Mike Harlow wanting to keep his best player out of foul trouble. Here's a steal by England. England pushing it the other way. He's got a 3-on-4 going. Bounces it to Callahan. Left low block. Callahan gets to the middle. Throws it up. Throws it in. Garrett Callahan is his first score. Callahan, a 6.5-point scorer on the year, and a 4-2 lead for Farmington. Scherfus watched by England here. Turns it loose to Alaric Jones, guarded by Callahan. Jones puts it in the left hand, dribbles over to the left wing. He's outside of the arc, crossover move, drives to the free throw line, slides inside, kicks to the right corner. John Comfort tries the three and rims it in. John Comfort hit the side of the rim and then just curled around, swirled around, and fell through. DJ Hardy attacks the basket from the left side. He's looking for the layup. Won't hit the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line as he was fouled on the way in. The whistle goes on Alaric Jones. First one on Alaric, and at the free throw line, here's DJ Hardy, an 81% free throw shooter. You won't find many better. Hardy averaging 11 points a game. Great rotation, looks great off of his hand, and cuts those cords. Hardy back to the stripe. We're tied at 5. A 3 for Comfort, a 2 for Jones for Central. Ankrom and Callahan with a pair apiece, and Hardy with the free throw. He's got another one, and it's a 6-5 lead for Farmington. Central basketball. Scherfus brings it across that timeline to Skaggs, the trailer, who threw it in. Skaggs has it at the top of the key. He's guarded by Castro. Skaggs elevates from 18 and puts it through. You know, when Drew Skaggs is on, I don't quite honestly know at the high school level if there's much you can do as a defender. Ankrom now stampedes down the right side of the lane and powers it through. Jordan Ankrom, just a sophomore. He's already a great player. He's going to be handing out headaches for the next 2 years. Now a lob to Jones. Jones driving the right baseline, spins the 360. Did he slide the pivot foot? Yeah, just barely. That was a tough play. Jones spun so fast and then tried to stop. And that pivot foot just moving. An 8-7 lead, and Farmington on top here. England runs the point. England guarded by Scherfus. England spins the 360. Bounces it to the right corner. Hardy tries the triple. Rattled it in and out. Rebound taken down by Blake Nephew. Nephew into the ball game. Wide body, 6'2", 245 pounds about. And sets a huge screen as Jones come off of it. Callahan got bumped back, but then recovered enough to, he thought, block the shot, but he got a piece of hand. And so Garrett Callahan whistled for his first personal, and Jones heads to the free throw line. Alaric was 16 points in the semifinal. He was second on the team in that nice victory over Fredericktown. Jones cuts the cords. He's got 3. And we're tied at 8. Alaric back to the free throw line. Pounds it on the hardwood, throws it up, and throws it in. Alaric Jones with 4 early points and a 9-8 lead for Central. Central going to clamp on the full court pressure here. England caught in a double team. Bounces it to Callahan, and Callahan walked with it. As Callahan turned and looked, Comfort was right in front of him and forced him to pull that pivot foot. 9-8. Central on top. And the Rebels have the basketball. I think this could be a good one, just like our girls' game. A lob, and that pass intended for Skaggs. And finally, he does track it down and now fades from 14. Missed the shot. Castro grabs a hold of the rebound, hands it off to England. England strides across that line, puts it in second gear, drives in, kicks it out, and travel by Castro. 9-8, the lead for the Rebels. Let's thank Baldwin Brothers Hardware of Ironton. Let's thank the Olympic Steakhouse of Fredericktown. I'd like to thank Classic Awards and Gifts of Park Hills. SEMO Behavioral Health of Park Hills. Andy's Garage of Park Hills. Ball tapped out by Callahan. Farmers Insurance Agent Eric Barton of Farmington. Fredericktown's Madison Medical Center. Gifford Lumber of Farmington. And Bryson Funeral Home of Ironton. 9-8, Central lead. Central ball. Lob into Scherfus. Scherfus catches in the backcourt. Tries to get by Callahan. Callahan screened once again by Skaggs. And now Skaggs throws it down underneath. Too tall for Nephew. And sails out of bounds. 9-8, Central leads it. Farmington's got the basketball. Justin Callahan raises his right fist to call out the play. Let's see what that means. It means Ankrom's going to come up and set the screen. England rubs off of it, drives down the right side, pitches it out to Hardy. Pass was off the mark. Hardy tracks it down. Ankrom top of the key, three-pointer away and missing. And then it bounces out of bounds, far corner. Central basketball. Farmington going to give a little nominal pressure. Callahan going to go ahead and press Scherfus here. And then England will stride up. Outlet will be Skaggs. He throws it to Scherfus. And into the forecourt comes Will Scherfus. Scherfus, guarded by Callahan, goes to the left hand, pitches it over to Comfort. Comfort in the left corner, 3, missed it long. Skaggs with the rebound. Skaggs attacks Castro, spins a 360. Count the shot, and he's fouled. Skaggs has nice subtlety to his game. He's got a nice finesse game, but he's got power in equal measure. And Skaggs powered it in right there. First one on Castro, and Drew Skaggs, a 71% free throw shooter, going to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Does it. Bounced on the rim 5 times and fell through in a 12-8 lead for Central. We've got 4:20 remaining in this first quarter. Right wing Hardy, a deep 3. 23 feet out, missed it. Castro's got the backside rebound. He attacks on the follow, missed it. Ankrom taps the rebound to himself, hit on the wrist, no call, and Jordan follows it up and in. Ankrom's got a half a dozen. Be a good battle between Ankrom and Skaggs tonight, even if they don't guard each other. Just to watch those guys kind of trade buckets, which they've done so far. Skaggs with 5, Ankrom with 6. And a 12-10 lead for Central. A drive by Jones. Jones gets to the middle, falls down, but apparently kept the pivot foot long enough, and now Skaggs strokes the 3, missed it. And a great job by Callahan to hustle over and grab the ball and then slam it off of Jones and out of bounds. First guard substitute by the Rebels is DJ Buchanan, as Scherfus will get a rest. No substitutes yet for Justin Callahan. And the Knights. The inbound to Ankrom, now to Callahan. Callahan's got a 2-on-2 brewing. A bouncer to Hardy. Left side layup won't fall, but a foul on John Comfort. Big shot. John hit 1 bucket in the semifinal win against Fredericktown. 1 shot only. It was the one that put Central on top to stay. Put them up 43-40, and they didn't trail again. That was in the semifinal. A 12-10 lead for Central. Hardy's at the free throw line to try to tie it up. Hits the first, making him 3 for 3 from the line. And it's a 1-point game. If he can knock the next one down, we'll have a 12-all score. And he does. Good-looking stroke from DJ Hardy, an 81% shooter on the season. Buchanan runs the point. Comes in and gives Scherfus that break. Buchanan double-teamed. It's out of bounds and off of DJ. So Farmington's got it back. A chance for the Knights to go on top. 3:21 remaining in the first quarter. And we're knotted at 12. Farmington going to run that fist play once again. And here comes Ankrom coming up to set that screen for England. England spins off of it. As he slides inside, he stumbles his way through, but a foul on the way in. That one goes on Skaggs, his first. Foul comes on the floor. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and we're tied at 12. England guarded by Buchanan. Drives by him, gets a nice screen, backhand bouncer. That's to Castro, who glides down the middle of the lane, but can't hit the finger roll. Everything Castro threw up the other day went in. He scored 19. He had 16 of those in the first half. Dante misses one from close in this time. Castro in charge of guarding Skaggs out there right now. That's the toughest job he'll have all night as Drew drives and powers it through from the left baseline. 7 points for Skaggs, and he's put Central back on top, 14-12. England goes behind his back, bounces it into Ankrom. Ankrom muscling his way inside, misses the shot, backside rebound knocked out of Skaggs' hands, but it's off of Castro, and Central's got it back. The Rebels with a 2-point lead in the basketball. 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter. And a good one so far on the boys' side. Congratulations to those Central girls. We'll hear from both Matt Bradley and Adam Barton. Barton, the Fredericktown girls head coach, a 2-point victory for Central in the girls' championship game. Skaggs steps outside of the arc, now looking to break down Ankrom off the dribble. He's knocked around a little bit by England right there, but then turns it loose to Jones. Alaric curling down the middle of the lane, double clutches, throws it up, can't hit it, but he's fouled on the way in. And the whistle going on who? Looked like the official, okay, it's Castro, and that's his second. And that means that Devin Nagel will check in. Nagel doesn't get huge minutes. He gets some minutes, but he leads the team with 11 block shots this year. And Alaric Jones hits the free throw. He's 3 for 3 from the stripe. And here comes Austin Caldwell in for Central. Caldwell, the 6'1 junior, averaging 4.6 points per game on the year and 4.2 rebounds off the bench. He's got some good numbers off the bench. Jones hit the first free throw. Here's the second. Misses the second. Ankrom skies up to grab the rebound. 15-12, a 3-point lead for Central. England to Ankrom. Ankrom drives down the left side of the lane, lobs it right underneath the paint, and the 5-footer is missed by Nagel, and then he goes over the back on the rebound attempt. Nagel's a good physical presence in there. And he'll get in there and bang around with people. He's a 6'4 junior. 15-12. Central by 3, 1:50 remaining in the first quarter. DJ Buchanan running that point. Just a freshman. A bouncer to the right corner, and this one slides past Connor Proffer, I beg your pardon. The 6-foot freshman. And now Sherfus checks back in. 15-12, still Central by 3. 1:44 remaining in the first quarter. And Farmington basketball once again. England puts it in the left hand, bounces it to the left corner. That's to Jonah Barnes, just in the ball game. Barnes with a quick trigger on a 3, missed it badly. Somebody might have got a piece of that thing, because that thing was way left and short. I'm going to guess somebody got a piece of it. And now a 3-pointer, launched up there by Central's Connor Proffer. He misses that one, bounces off the rim, and down on his knees trying to save it back in was Nagel, but the Rebels touched it last. 15-12, a 3-point advantage for Central. England looking for his first score of the game. Logan averages 6 on the year, but he scored 17 in that semifinal win the other day. Ball tapped out off of Central. Farmington still controls. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining in the first period. Skaggs rested for just a moment. He's quickly back in for Nephew. Justin Callahan calls out play number 2, and he's hoping it produces at least that many points. England grabs it. Now retreats over to that left wing outside of the arc. Drives that left baseline. They spin it around to Hardy. He's got an open look at a 3. Missed it off the side of the iron. Great hustle over there by Barnes, diving out of bounds, but can't save it in time. Also on the ground, Devin Nagel. Minute per minute, he might lead the team in floor burns. 54 seconds left. Central lead by 3, 15-12. And the Rebels have the basketball. Sherfus working against Barnes. Trying to get around him. Barnes does a nice job recovering, staying low, shoveling the feet. And now it's Skaggs on the right wing. 40 seconds left first quarter. 15-12, Central on top. Proffer fires it out to Scherfus. Scherfus striding down the right side of the lane. He's fouled on the way in. He'll have 2 shots upcoming. Will, at the free throw line, a 50% free throw shooter. Scherfus averaging 5.7 on the season. Trying to stretch this to a 2-possession game right here, but he misses the free throw. It's off the right side of the iron. Scherfus will have another chance. He was fouled while shooting. And Scherfus back to the line. Central defeating Farmington in the championship game of the Christmas tournament. 64-58 as Scherfus hits the free throw. Now it's a 4-point lead for Central, 16-12. England drives in but falls down, lost the ball. And now Skaggs is on the run. What a beautiful pass up ahead. The layup won't fall for Caldwell. He had that one rejected, but he was fouled on the way through. But what a pass by Skaggs, threading it through 3 defenders on the bounce and on the run. Skaggs played point last year for this team. Now he's more of a power forward. Kind of a power point. He can really play any of 5 positions for the Rebels. And at the free throw line, it's Austin Caldwell. The foul went on Barnes, his first. Caldwell shoots just 41% from the free throw line. But the first one's through. And the lead now 5 for Central. The second free throw will not go from Caldwell. 16 seconds remaining in our first quarter. 17-12. It's Central by 5. Farmington basketball. England now with 6 seconds on the right wing. Drives it to the free throw line. Looking inside, nobody there. A bouncer to Barnes. Barnes rolling around and hooks one in right at the buzzer. Great look by Jonah Barnes. He went from the left side of the lane to the middle, then all the way to the right side and hooked it in. So 17-14. It's Central by a bucket as we go to the second quarter. I'll be back in 1 minute right here on J98.
The deals are unbeatable in the marketplace. If you've been contemplating buying a new home, the time is right. Coldwell bankers Cecil Halsey and realtors Rhonda Barks, Kim Hudson, and Craig Rogers are ready to find you the home of your dreams. Give them a call at 756-5711. Everyone at Coldwell Banker Halsey in Farmington give a big thank you to all the basketball athletes for their hard work. It was great fun watching you play and show super sportsmanship all season long.
Update your look, get more sleep, and save money with Fisher Furniture in Ironton. Update your look with great value, high-quality furniture in every room of your home. Get more sleep with a brand new Serta mattress set. They have every comfort level. It's all available and ready to deliver. And saving money is easy with their top-of-the-line Whirlpool Energy Star appliances. See a decrease in your utilities and make chores easy with a new laundry pair, dishwasher, and a new steam clean range. With an unheard-of 6.2 cubic foot capacity. Fisher Furniture, online or visit them on Main Street in Ironton.
Chad Speaker here, Mike Side at the Bob Seacrest Fieldhouse. Boys Championship game of the MAAA tournament. Scott Caballa back in the studio, engineering, operating our game tonight. Appreciate his good work. 17-14, Central leads Farmington as we start the second quarter, and the Knights out of the basketball. A bouncer to the left wing, that's DJ Hardy. At the top of the key, there's England. Back to the right side, Barnes, all outside of the arc. Barnes now plays it right side of the lane. Now they enter it to Ankrom. Ankrom off that right elbow, a 16-footer. Won't go, kind of faded on the shot. But the rebound taken back down by Farmington. Now the three-pointer launched up there by Barnes, and Skaggs clears the rebound for Central. Throws it up ahead. Scherfus is on the run. Scherfus, kind of an out-of-control shot right there, and is taken back by Ankrom. Ankrom to England. England is off to the races. Bounces it up ahead. Hardy can't hold on. So both teams trying to get in that running game, but turning it over. And you've got to credit the transition defense by both squads as well for helping to thwart the fast break opportunity. And if you're watching the game online, well, Jack Sadler, the man behind the lens, at MIMOinfo.com. You can watch it on J98 Web TV. Will Scherfus has it on that right wing, plays it down to the right corner. That's Comfort. Comfort looks for Skaggs. He's covered up. Nice job sliding the feet by Nagel. And over to the left wing. Here's Alaric Jones with it. Jones forced back to half court, comes back through the legs now and finds Skaggs at the top of the key. Skaggs drives, curls under a defender, kicks it out to the right wing, Scherfus. Scherfus looks to the right corner, didn't like what he saw there. His Comfort was hanging out over there. Now Jones on the left wing. Jones, a jump pass. This is Scherfus. Then Scherfus looks to the right side, Comfort. They say the Comfort shoveled his feet. 6:40 remaining in the first half. 17-14. Coming up at the half, we'll hear from both head coaches of the women's or the girls championship game. Matt Bradley of the Victoria Central Lady Rebels and Adam Barton of the Fredericktown Lady Cats. 44-42. The Rebel Lady Rebs escape with the championship tonight. Back-to-back championships for them at the MAAA tournament. England drives to the free throw line, throws a bounce pass on a back cut opportunity for Nagel. Nagel couldn't get there in time. Minute and a half gone in the second.
What do you think he's going to do with it?
Justin Callahan instructing vociferously, you might say. 17-14, the score, and a three-point advantage for Central. Scherfus glides into a double team, hooks it over to Jones in the left corner. That's Comfort with the three. Misses that one. Battle for the board. Skaggs ends up hitting the ground as he got tangled up with Nagel just a bit. And they say Nagel touched it last. Bame checks in alongside Castro. Castro picked up the two early fouls. Bame making his first appearance. Jones fires it right in the middle of three Farmington defenders intended for Courtois, but Farmington comes out with it. Now here's England. Right hand to left hand. Boy, he's got that ball on a string, doesn't he? Looks for the lob inside. Nothing there. Now to Bame on the right wing. Justin bouncer underneath. Here's Castro. Castro kicks to the left corner. Callahan, an open three. Stroke it! Garrett Callahan pops through the triple. And we're tied at 17. Great game. 5:40 remaining in the second quarter. Great shot by Callahan, but maybe an even better look to get him the ball as Jones curls down the right side of the lane. Alaric has another field goal, and he's got 7. 19-17, Central back out front. Callahan curls off the Ankrom screen. Over to the left wing, finds Bame. Bame with the dribble, but Jones just locked onto him out there. England curls around, looks for the pass. Ball on the deck. Scherfus dives on the floor, and now it's Skaggs diving on the floor. And finally, England tracks it back down, and Farmington's got a 3-on-2 brewing. Callahan, count the bucket and the foul! And a wonderful back cut pass from Ankrom. A huge scramble, and you can't fault Central. They were diving all over the floor for the basketball, but when it finally squirted free, it created a 3-on-2 for Farmington, which they connected on. And at the line for the chance, the three-point play. Comfort picks up his second personal, and Callahan now at the line trying to convert the conventional three-point play. Couldn't do it, missed the free throw. There's a 79% free throw shooter there. 19-19. Buchanan hits the deck, but kept the dribble alive and didn't travel with it. And now out front, it's Skaggs. Skaggs used that offhand and threw a big forearm. But Bame was all over him, too. A lot of contact there. That was the 7th team foul on Farmington. 4 whistled so far on Central. But what that does is it puts Skaggs at the line. First foul on Bame. Drew Skaggs, a 71% free throw shooter that leads the team outside of Comfort. Comfort's at 73, but Skaggs has shot way more. Drills this one. His 120th free throw make of the year at 169 attempts. 72% now, so he's right there with Comfort for the team lead, but he misses this one as Ankrom goes high for the rebound. Ankrom does a great job of getting elevation when grabbing those rebounds. 20-19, Central leads. Here's Castro deep in the paint. Hook shot, got it over Skaggs. Dante's got his first deuce. 21-20, Farmington by a point. This one looks a little bit like the girls' final. Terrific ball game. Ball kicked that by Callahan. That'll be far sideline basketball for Central. Ankrom going to check out. Here's Devin Nagel back in.
Number 12, Nagel.
4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first half. 21-20, it's Farmington by a point. After that bucket by Castro, now Castro times out the pass, heads the other way and lays it in. Dante's so good at that. He came from 10 or 12 feet out when that pass was made, but got the motor running, picked it off, tapped it ahead, caught up to it, tracked it down, and laid it in. 23-20. It's Farmington by 3. 4:26 remaining in the first half, and I've got more on the other side of this 30-second pause on J98.
The Potosi R3 School District is committed to excellence, and they are proud of their students and athletes. These young people work hard and show a ton of dedication. The Potosi R3 students and athletes are committed to excelling to high levels of achievement. Attitude and perseverance play a big part in their success. The Potosi R3 School District sincerely hopes this 2012-13 school year is a wonderful and memorable stepping stone in your life's journey.
Great ball game on the boys' championship side. We have a great final between Central and Fredericktown on the girls' side. It's Farmington by 3 right here, 23-20. DJ Buchanan running the point for Central here. He'll look at some full court pressure. Kurtois in the backcourt, lobs it up ahead. Buchanan breaks that timeline and grabs a hold. He's watched there closely by Callahan. Half-court man-to-man for Farmington here. Left corner, Comfort can hit that shot, but he doesn't this time. Rebound by Jones. Alaric spinning in the lane. Goes to his left hand. Nagel slapped down on the basketball, and that's where you get that foul called. Second foul on Devin Nagel. Boy, he was high enough and in good enough position, and that's his third personal, I beg your pardon. He could have blocked that shot without slapping down on it, but he didn't. And Alaric Jones, to his credit, kind of hung in the air and double-clutched with it as he saw Nagel looming above him. Jones misses the first free throw. He can make it a 2-point game, though, if he can connect on the second one. Ankrom back in, Nagel back out. Jones back to the stripe. Farmington leads at 23-20. And Jones gives his team its 21st point. Alaric's got 8. He's tied for team high honors with Drew Skaggs. And they have game high honors, in fact, with 8. Back in a bounce pass to Bame. Bame has it head of the circle, looks for the drive, cut off. Castro now got it, swiped by 1, 2 defender. And he's got the layup. Good work by Bame. Putting pressure on that defense, forcing it to slide, and then hit Castro, and Castro had the alley to roll down on the right side for the layup. Buchanan guarded by Bame this time down the floor. Right side pass, this is Jones. Jones way out from the basket. The bouncer to Skaggs. Great effort that time by England, diving on the floor to slap it out of bounds. 25-21, a 4-point lead for Farmington. Central basketball. Jones right of the bucket along that baseline, fires to Skaggs. Skaggs went right back to him, but Alaric wasn't looking. Just wasn't looking. And it goes off of his hip and out of bounds. So Farmington's got it back. 25-21. Knights on top. 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in our first half. England bouncer. That's the left elbow extended to Ankrom. Working back to the right side, England. England now just slashing along that right baseline. All the way through to Bame, head of the circle. Ankrom for 3. Yes, sir! Jordan Ankrom pops through a three-pointer. His 18th of the year. He shoots 36% out there. So he's a great banger in a power game, man. But he's got some touch out there as well. And 28-21, Farmington with its largest lead of the game. And it comes just inside of the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Skaggs looking for a drive down that left baseline, using his offhand to clear a little space, and they'll catch him for it this time. He's done that before, but Farmington has also kind of bodied up on him as well. So it's a call really that could go either way, and it went against Skaggs that time. 2:40 remaining in the first half, 28-21. A 7-point advantage for Farmington. Farmington's got its largest lead right here. England trying to put pressure on the defense by penetrating, but a great job by Nephew, diving in the passing lane, stole it, and then Bame ripped it right back from him. Now Skaggs rips it away from him. Skaggs has a 2-on-1 to Buchanan. Buchanan left side layup, missed it. Double clutched in the air and got fouled, and DJ will go to the free throw line. This is a fun game, folks. Great effort by both sides. Buchanan to the free throw line. First foul on England. 2:21 remaining in the first half. And Buchanan steps in. What's he shoot on the year? 38%. Good player. Not a great free throw shooter. DJ spins it up there, and they look great that time. He's got his first point. And here comes A.J. Bomber into the game. Bomber going to come in for England. Bomber, the 5'5" senior. Buchanan looks for the second free throw here. 6-point lead for Farmington, 28-22. Buchanan back to the stripe, the 5'10" freshman. Hit them both and look good doing it. Castro puts it in play for Bomber. Bomber in the back court, right back to Castro. Castro breaking the timeline, guarded by Skaggs. Castro sliding in on him, driving, kick to the left corner, Bame. Now to the head of the circle, this is Ankrom. Another three off his right hand. Bang, bang for Jordan Ankrom. 12 big points for him. And Farmington now on the rail by 8, 31-23. 2 minutes to go, first half. And Ankrom, a big first half as he goes against the premier performer Skaggs. Ankrom steals it away now, and the Knights have it with a chance to go on top by about double figures. Bomber out along that right wing, 30 feet away. A bouncer to Callahan. Ankrom posting hard this time against Nephew. He glides inside. Oh, count that bucket! And he's looking for 3 more points. The conventional route this time. And Ankrom's all fired up over that one. 14 points for Jordan. And he's given Farmington a 10-point advantage. Ankrom goes to the free throw line. A 67% free throw shooter on the year. The first foul on Blake Nephew. And Ankrom's got to take it over here. He's got 8 straight and now making 9 straight for the Knights. 15 for Ankrom, 34-23. Farmington on top here. DJ Buchanan gets out of control a little bit. Slams into a Farmington defender. And they catch him for a charge. Whistle goes on. Buchanan, his first. Good work by the Knights that time. Of setting the feet defensively. Bomber squeezes open against Sherfus in the backcourt. Now going to work it over to that timeline through the legs. Behind the back he goes. Sherfus trying to stay in front. Those good quick feet. Back cut by Hardy. Bomber couldn't find him in a 5 count as Sherfus stayed all over him right there. Great defense by Sherfus.
Gotta go somewhere.
Maybe hear Coach Callahan instructing over on the sideline. Love sitting right beside the benches. 34-23, an 11-point lead for Farmington. A lob down underneath. That's Skaggs. He'll finish. Skaggs sometimes looks like he's playing on a trampoline or at least a pogo stick. Great leaper. And a timeout now by Justin Callahan and the Farmington Knights. 55 seconds left, first half. 34-29. Knights lead it by 9. And we're back after this 30-second pause right here on the boot.
Don't miss out on a great meal any longer. Get to the Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown. Whether your taste buds long for a thick, juicy, certified Angus beef steak, lemon pepper grilled chicken breast, or even seafood, with your choice of sides, your craving will be satisfied. Let the Olympic Steakhouse grill you a mouth-watering steak. That's the Olympic Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Fredericktown. They're the home of the half-price certified Angus beef steak. Olympic Steakhouse looks forward to serving you.
55 seconds left in the first half. Farmington leading Central by 9, 34-25 in the championship game of the MAAA tournament here at the Bob Seacrest Fieldhouse on the campus of Mineral Area College in Park Hills. And Farmington just called a timeout to set up an offensive set, and then they throw it away on the inbound. You know, coaches don't like that. 34 ticks left. First half, 25-34 Farmington. Central basketball, this is Sherfus. England's back in there guarding him. Will trying to attack. England moves those feet so fast. Boy, stays in front. Great defense. And now the outlet is Curtois between the circles. Skaggs coming up, says, give me the ball, man. But they don't do it. Now Curtois finds Sherfus with it. Sherfus slicing down the right side of the lane. To the right corner goes to Jones. Jones with a left-handed dribble. He retreats back out between the circles. And England going to trade and play defense on him now. Now Callahan will pick him up on the switch. A bouncer to Skaggs. They run a double team at him quickly. His shot in and out along the right baseline. 20 seconds left. A long pass. Callahan tracks it down left corner, but then he just falls down and slides out of bounds. 16 seconds left. 34-25, a 9-point lead for Farmington. Coach Callahan is wondering He says, how could he have fallen down if there was no contact? Jones dribbling head of the circle, trying to take Callahan off the bounce, can't do it. To Comfort, left corner, back to Jones. Slicing down the middle of the lane, he must have taken 4 steps. Try to get away with it. The fella up there in the top row could have called that one, though. 2.5 seconds remaining in the first half. England trying to break free in the backcourt. Castro wants to throw it long. It's intercepted by Comfort. He can make it from half court, I'm telling you right now. And it rims in and out. 34-25. It's Farmington by 9. All right, second half coming up. 34-25, and Farmington leading Central. Central led after the first quarter, 17-14. Farmington on a 20-6 run, taking an 11-point lead, and then 9 at the half. These two teams have split already this season, each winning one game by 6 points. So coming in, these two teams have scored an identical amount of points against one another. And Farmington leads by 9 right now. All right, so we're underway, and Central's got it. Sherpa's left wing. That's to Jones. Jones has his pocket picked by Callahan. Callahan finds the point guard, England. England striding down the floor. Bounce pass left corner, Hardy. Hardy throws it right back to England. Open three, didn't want it. Instead, driving inside, floats it over the top of the big man Skaggs, but didn't time it correctly and misses the shot. Well, the rebound came down to Central, but then Castro stole it back, and he misses the layup. So a couple of steals by the Knights. Can't convert 2 layups, though. The Central grabs the rebound after that. Half a minute gone. A lot of activity. No score yet in the third quarter. Sherpa spins a 360. Straight on there. Skaggs for 3. Misses the shot. Courtois grabs the rebound. Pushes it over to the left corner. That's Jones. Jones retreats outside of the arc. Squeezes the trigger. Misses that one long. And that's Ankrom. Way up off the floor for the rebound. Got tangled with somebody. And then hit the floor hard as he came down from that rebound. Whistled for the travel. 7:08 remaining in the third. 34-25, a 9-point edge for Farmington. On the inbound, the lob to Skaggs. His 17-footer wouldn't go from the left elbow extended, rattled in and out. Rebound Farmington. England makes his way up the floor through legs behind the back. He goes. And then a foul away from the ball. And it's Dante Castro throwing the right forearm as he pummeled Skaggs down to the ground. Dante's put together pretty well. He's a great athlete. 34-25, Farmington by 9. Skaggs comes as the relief valve as Sherfus was covered up by England on the inbound pass. And Skaggs will now control and bring the dribble across the timeline. Driving it on Castro. Castro's got 3. Skaggs took it right to him. And now Skaggs waits for Castro to fly by and then just squares for the 16-foot jumper and floats it right through. I bet he's a great horse player. 34-27, a 7-point lead for the Knights. Callahan slides in, pulls up, 10-footer, it's money. Garrett Callahan putting together a nice game. He's got 9, and that's the lead. 9 for the Knights, 36-27. Bounce pass left wing. Comfort outside of the arc. Now Skaggs top of the key. Guarded by Castro. He's got the 3 fouls. Skaggs elevates over the top of him. Castro fouled him. There's a gamble. Not only leaving Castro in, but having him guard Skaggs, and his 4th personal. I think Skaggs knew it, too. He was just going right at him. Skaggs to the free throw line. First one rattled in and out.
Substituting is 12.
Drew's 2 for 4 from the line, and Castro forced to come over to the sideline now as Devin Nagel checks in. He's interesting to see if it'll be Nagel or Ankrom that guards Skaggs now. Skaggs does hit the second one, and he's got 13. Ankrom doesn't have any fouls, so he's in good shape there. Boy, DJ Hardy was wide open right underneath the basket. Nobody saw him, and now the ball turned over as Nagel threw a bounce pass into some traffic. 36-28, 8-point advantage for the Farmington Knights. Skaggs sets the screen. Jones curls around to the right wing, plays it down to the right corner. Comfort for 3, and he wedged it between the backboard and the rim. That's way harder than actually making the shot. And now after the 4th tap try by a player, it finally comes dislodged. That thing was wedged in there pretty good. 36-28. Alternate possession gives it to Farmington. England works free against Scherfus. England tippy-toes across that timeline now. Through the legs, now spin a 360 and behind the back. Put them all together right there. Callahan's got it on the left wing. Guarded tightly by Comfort. Going to drive that left baseline. Stop, spin it back out. Here's Ankrom. Ankrom to the free throw line. Elevates over Courtois. Misses the shot. Hardy taps the rebound around, and it goes off of Nagel and out of bounds. 5:22 remaining in the third. 36-28. An 8-point lead for Farmington. Justin Callahan asking for a hand check call against the Rebels, and the official barks back at him. I heard you. 5:14 left to play in the third. 36-28. Farmington by 8. Let's see if Central can make a push here and threaten the Knights a little bit. A bouncer up top to Jones. Out of the right wing, Comfort. Bounce pass, and that's to Skaggs. Skaggs creates a little separation. Can't hit the fade, though, from 15. And Ankrom rips down the rebound. Every rebound Ankrom gets is almost violent, the way he just attacks. Goes after that basketball. Callahan guarded by Comfort. Comfort nudged him a little too much there. And that's the third on John. Comfort out. And Proffer in, Nephew in, and Courtois out. Hardy stands right in front of the scorer's table here to put it in play. Looks to the right corner, finds Callahan. Callahan bounces underneath to Ankrom. Ankrom attacks, scores, and he's fouled. Ankrom's got 17, his first bucket in the second half. That was a great inbounds play that time.
Shooting is
Ankrom goes to the free throw line looking for the three-point opportunity. The second foul on Nephew. Ankrom fires it through for point number 18. Ankrom, a 50% shooter from the field. He shoots 36 outside of the arc, 68% from the line. Pretty good triple threat numbers. And now this one lips in and out for Scherfus. Went halfway around the rim and just fell off the front of it. Up the floor, this is England. England bouncer to Ankrom once again. Once again guarded by Nephew. Ankrom attacks into a double team. Skaggs right there. Ankrom shoots it up. He's fouled. Will it go against Skaggs or Nephew? It's Skaggs, the help side defender. And Drew has his third. So 4 against Castro for Farmington, but the big number 3 against Skaggs. Skaggs, the 22-point per game guy for the Rebels. And Ankrom cuts the cords for point number 19. I think Ankrom likes playing against this Rebels team. He scored 25 the first time they played. In the loss, scored 19 the next time in the win. Ankrom hits both free throws. He's got 20 here tonight. And 41-28, the margin swelling all the way to 13 points. There's a whistle going on Garrett Callahan.
Callahan, his second.
Hacked the man in front of him. 4:17 remaining in the third quarter. 41-28. Farmington by 13 points. And we were wondering if Central would make a push to get closer to Farmington. What's happened is it's gone the other way. The Knights have pushed that lead out a little bit more. It's their largest lead of the game right now at 13. Curling up between the circles. There's Proffer. Proffer to the left wing. That's Scherfus. Scherfus swims around Hardy and goes over to Jones on the right wing. Jones quickly double teams, splits that one. Ball slapped away from him. Hardy trying to track it down to the backcourt, but it's Scherfus to get there first. Scherfus going to recross that timeline to Jones. Squares for a 3. Missed it just a little bit long. Scherfus tracks down the rebound on the other side. Will now driving it in. Kicks it down to the left corner. This is Skaggs with it. Double team meets him. Skip it over the top. And now from that right side, a long three-pointer unspooled by Proffer, and he just connected on his 4th three-point make of the year. He's 4 for 10. 41-31. And the lead is 10 for the Knights. England pitches it left wing to Callahan. Callahan trying to clear some room with his elbows. And now finds Ankrom top of the key. Ankrom tries to drive it on Nephew. He stays in front, sets the screen for Callahan. Callahan dribble weave handoff. This is Hardy. DJ slicing down the left side of the lane. Shot rejected by Skaggs out to the left corner. Callahan misses the 3. Long rebound tracked down by Scherfus. Scherfus has a 3-on-3 here. Now he's going to backtrack, and now it'll be 5-on-5. Another three-pointer launched by Proffer, but he walked his way into it. Didn't go anyway. Jonah Barnes checks in. Hardy checks back out. And Buchanan coming in for Scherfus for Central. Ankrom in the backcourt to pass the ball in to England. And he throws it over to England's head. He goes back and retreats, grabs it. England racing the length of the floor and banked it off the window. Went off the window, went off the rim 3 times, went off the window again, and popped back out. A good drive, everything but 2 points. And now a 3-pointer launched by Skaggs. Misses that one. Nagel soars high for the rebound. Ankrom up the floor. Gets the long pass. Oh, they called him for the travel. Great pass by England on the pitch ahead. But they say that Ankrom took 2 steps.
Substituting is 5, Caldwell.
2:36 remaining in the third. 41-31. Knights over the Rebs by 10. Buchanan running the point. England going to try to lock him up as he crosses half court. England works so well laterally. He's so quick in sliding those feet. And he does stay in front of Buchanan. Buchanan turns it loose. And now Skaggs stepped on the baseline. And the Knights have it back. Horrific defense by the Knights right there. Farmington just kind of holding the Rebels at arm's length here. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the third. Central already taken the girls' title, but they trail by 10 here on the boys' side as England gets to the rim once again, and once again misses the layup, this time from the left side. Good work by Nagel to haul in the rebound, and then he's fouled. Knocked down by Caldwell. First foul against Austin. 4 team fouls on Central, the 3 team fouls on Farmington so far. Nowhere to go with the basketball, and it looked like Barnes traveled there as he took 3 steps before he passed it in. Bouncer underneath. Here's Ankrom going to work once again. Hook shot, missed it. And Skaggs grabs a hold of the rebound. Outlet pass, a bouncer to Jones. Jones up ahead. Out in front of everybody's Caldwell. Lays it in. Austin Caldwell just kind of snuck out in front of everybody that time. And the lead's now 8. Foul on Buchanan in the backcourt. He's muscling England off of his stride. And then Buchanan went over and nudged England after that was all said and done. And he's going to get called for the technical foul. You know, it wasn't like a big shove or he didn't throw a punch or anything, but it was very physical play coming down the floor. Then England got free from him. And then Buchanan kind of went back to him and kind of chested him up and just shouldn't have done it. And so Ankrom will go to the free throw line for the technical free throws here. And Buchanan, as you can imagine, checks out of the game. Ankrom hits the first. And then Ankrom at the line for the second of the 2-shot technical foul shots. He's got 22. Jordan has played a terrific basketball game. He's probably going to be close to a double-double, too. I haven't been able to track his rebounds, but he's going to be close to a double-double tonight. So 43-33. Farmington stretches the lead back to 10, and they've got the basketball. Nowhere to go with it, though. Finally, they do get it into England. England finally darted into the backcourt. They found him there. England guarded by Sherfus now. Bouncer to Callahan, left of the lane. Head of the circle, that's Nagel. Ankrom working hard inside, and Austin Caldwell is working hard against him. Ankrom, a really emotional player, and not really in a bad way. He just gets himself so fired up. And Caldwell fouled him. That's the second one on Caldwell. That's the 7th team foul. Whistle on Central. Nobody's going to line up in the lane, but Ankrom's there. He knows that he's shooting. He just hit the 2 shots. I kind of like watching that emotion from Jordan Ankrom. Just gets so fired up playing basketball. Oh, he curled the free throw in. That thing hit strong on the lip of the iron. Didn't look like it was going to have the gun power to get there, but then curled its way up and through. So Ankrom's got 23 points. The lead is 11. Ankrom back to the stripe, and now he's got 24. Jordan Ankrom, a superb game. 15 in the first half, 9 here in the third quarter with a minute and a half to go in the third frame. 45-33. And now here's Skaggs with it on the left wing. Throws it over to the right side. That's to Sherfus. Jones has it at the head of the circle. You know, it might be time where Skaggs just might have to take this game over for a little bit to get his team back in this. And Sherfus looks for a alley through the middle of the lane, and he's fouled. England holding on to him there. That's the 4th team foul on Farmington, so they still have a few to play with. Packed gym tonight at the Bob. Stands about 90% full, but they also have standing room along the rails. And now here's Skaggs from the left baseline. He airmailed that one from 18 feet. Backside rebound, and England tracks it down. England pulls up on that left wing. He's way outside of the arc. Ankrom trying to eat some space inside. Still guarded tightly there by Caldwell. Caldwell was called with a foul last time down the floor for doing that. Barnes dribbling with it. A lob in. Oh, mercy! Woo! Skaggs got airborne and sent that shot flying out of there. My goodness. That was the 6'4" Devin Nagel. He was about 6 feet from the rim, and then Skaggs just sailed that thing out of there. The officials talking to both teams. Say don't bark at each other, no extra physical contact. That was a mighty block. Bomber squeezes free. 50 seconds left in the third. 45-33. 12-point lead for Farmington. They led by as many as 13. Bomber goes to Ankrom. He's got it top of the key. Ankrom slides through. Bounce pass underneath. Nagel scores it. Great pass by Ankrom. You've got to respect Ankrom basically all over the floor. And now a diving attempt by both teams on a loose ball. And the alternate possession will keep it with Central. But Ankrom got it at the top of the key. The drive, the draw, the dish. And Nagel, the beneficiary, with a bucket down underneath. 34 seconds left, third quarter. Alaric Jones into the backcourt to grab the pass. Half a minute to play third. 47-33. Farmington has its largest lead of the game at 14 points. And now another tie-up. And Bain ties up Jones. So the Knights have it back with 26 seconds left. Over on the far sideline, Barnes out there to throw it in. Throws it into Bain. Bain attacks right side of the lane. Now retreats. Going to work it back out front, but Bomber. Bomber with 20 seconds to go. Has the ball through the legs. Crossover dribble. Slices left side of the lane out to Bain. Bain slicing down the middle of the lane. A bouncer to Nagel. Work it back outside. Here's Ankrom with 10, with 9. Ankrom top of the key with 8. Hands it off to Bomber with 7, with 6. Bomber outside of the arc left wing. Drives through left side of the lane. Jump stop. Shot up and in, but traveled before the shot. 2.5 seconds to go. Tough shot by Bomber that time. A lot of contact. And then traveled. Sherpas in the backcourt. He's not going to get a shot off. He had 4 seconds left and just didn't know it. So at the end of the third, it's Farmington by 14, their largest lead of the game. 47-33. Knights lead the Rebels. Your fourth quarter in a minute on J98 KTJJ Farmington.
KTJJ Farmington, Festus, Crystal City, St. Genevieve. The Boot.
Kids First Daycare in Farmington puts kids first so everything else just falls into place. They are now accepting children for their day hours 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. State licensed and assisted Kids First offers planned activities and accepts children from 4 weeks to 12 years with a baby room that is separate from the older children. Kids First Daycare is located at 905 Maple Street behind Walmart in Farmington. Stop by and find out why they come highly recommended. That's Kids First Daycare, where they always put kids first.
Myers Shoe Store in St. Genevieve is your Red Wing boot dealer. Myers Shoe Store is now offering a 20% discount on all new Red Wing boots. So if you need new work boots, hunting boots, or just new boots in general for the winter, Myers Shoe Store is the name to remember. That's Myers Shoe Store, located at 289 Merchant Street in St. Genevieve. Call 883-2110. That number again is 883-2110. Myers Shoe Store in St. Genevieve.
Back for the fourth quarter, Farmington with its largest lead, 47-33, and the Knights rip off the Rebels on their first possession. A.J. Bomber running the point. There's Ankrom, Bain, Nagel, and Barnes to round it out for the Knights. We'll set the Central lineup in a moment as Skaggs steals it, heads the other way. Bain ripped him off, and then tapped it to Nagel, who tapped it out. So you heard that Skaggs is in there. He's joined on the floor by Crawford, Courtois, Sherpas, and Jones. Nagel checks out. And Dante Castro's back in with the 4 personal fouls. He goes right over to guard Skaggs. 47-33. Farmington by 14. Half a minute gone in the fourth. Jones has it in the deep right corner. Courtois trying to post up. Sets the screen for Skaggs. They'll switch out on him, and Jordan Ankrom picks him up. Jones guarded tightly. A lob into a double team. Stolen away by Barnes with a backside hip. Nice double team on Skaggs that time. Skaggs has scored 13, and he's played well, but Farmington hasn't let him go just completely bonkers, which is kind of what you have to do against just a great player like him. Ankrom, a covered up shot, 6 feet out, couldn't hit it. That was a tough hoop right there. Sharfus, open 3 wanted it, didn't, turned it down, dribbles back to the top of the key, over to the left wing, Proffer tries a quick trigger on a triple that time, and Bomber dives out of bounds and saves the basketball into Ankrom. Great hustle by Bomber. Bomber throws a bounce pass up the floor, hits Barnes, and now Skaggs rejects the shot of Castro. Skaggs is such a great leaper.
Number 22, Comfort.
Being recruited to play right here at Mac next year, he'd be a great addition, I think. Can play probably anywhere from the 1 to the 3. And against certain teams, maybe even the 4. Knights have the basketball. They've got the 14-point lead, 47-33. This is Castro, top of the key. Ankrom now working down on the right low block, and Justin Callahan calls a timeout. 47-33, Farmington leads. 6:20 remaining in the fourth. And back with more here. MAAA Boys Championship game in 30 seconds on J98.
Walmart Supercenter in Farmington is a great place to get everything you need for the upcoming spring season. Whether it's gardening supplies, cleaning supplies, or bright new spring fashions and clothing, Walmart Supercenter in Farmington is your spring shopping connection. That's Walmart Supercenter in Farmington, always a good choice no matter what season. Save money, live better. Walmart.
8 minutes past 10 o'clock on your Saturday night. Thanks for spending it with us on J98 and also online at MyMoInfo.com. Jack Sadler streaming the video of the ball game live at J98 Web TV. Chad Speaker with the Mike side, and Scott Capala in the studio tonight. Knights lead by 14, and they've got the basketball. Here's A.J. Bomber running the point. Justin Boehm over on that left wing, and now Castro sliding down the right side of the lane, and as Skaggs went for the block. This time he's called for the foul. Castro got his shoulders by that time. Dante said, I'd seen enough of you swatting my shots up into the third row. And Castro got his shoulders by that time and got in there for the hoop and the harm. 4 personal fouls on Drew Skaggs, the 8th team foul, whistled against Central. And the free throw up and in by Castro. He's got 9. Now these two teams have played each other twice, each of them winning one game by 6. But unless Central gets moving, and I mean fast, and I mean right now, it's going to turn into a rout by the Knights. Great hustle by Ankrom to dive on the floor for the basketball, and then tried to slip it free to a teammate. I think they're going to go with the alternate possession here, and the ball will be awarded to the Knights. 5:53 remaining in the fourth quarter, 50-33. And here's England back in the game running the point. England, Callahan, there's Castro now. Castro kicks it to the left corner to E.J. Hardy. And DJ lost it. Skaggs has it up the floor to Sharfus. Sharfus driving in from the right side. Count the shot. Great job by Sharfus, creating some contact. In fact, he threw his left shoulder into the defender. And it made it very difficult to hit that shot, but he did so. Castro looks for Ankrom, but Ankrom didn't come and meet the pass. And that's when Comfort jumped the route and picked it off. Sharfus pulls up now from 10. Misses the shot, and Hardy rises high for the rebound. 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in regulation. 50-35. Farmington leads. Timeout by Coach Callahan of the Knights. 5:14 remaining in the fourth. 50-35. Farmington looks like it's on its way to an MAAA tournament title, but we will see. 1 minute timeout right here on the booth.
Looking for a physician that will treat the cause of your health problems? Dr. Timothy Wolford at Wolford Chiropractic has been serving the community for 20 years and wants to serve your needs. Chiropractic care is used to treat a wide range of health problems. Dr. Wolford offers acupuncture, which can treat almost any health problem, whole food supplements, and more. Wolford Chiropractic, 1036 Karsh Boulevard in Farmington. Call today to see if Dr. Wolford can help you. 756-9292.
Been in a little trouble and need a little extra help? Norman Krompecker, bail bond agent from Potosi, can help. Norman Krompecker has an answering service and is available 24/7. You'll get fast service and be out and on your way guaranteed. Call 573-436-9301 or 631-8161 anytime, day or night. In trouble? Don't worry. Call Norman Krompecker. He can set you free. That's bail bond agent Norman Krompecker from Potosi.
5 5:14 remaining in regulation, and a big uphill battle here for the Central Rebels. Farmington leads this MAAA Boys Championship game by 15, 50-35. DJ Hardy to put a ball in play on the far sideline goes to Dante Castro. Castro drives, cut off though by Skaggs. Kurtois dives out of bounds, saves it back in. Comfort's on the run. John Comfort driving it to the free throw line. Looks to the left corner. Threw it right between Skaggs and Scherfitz. Turned it over. Ball sailed out of bounds. Both Skaggs and Scherfitz looked at each other and said, was that for you? Full court pressure by Central. Castro back there to throw it in. Finds Callahan. Callahan to midcourt. And now he's going to slow it down. Works it back outside to England. Farmington has an opportunity to be patient. Farmington was up big the other night. And they had a couple of possessions where they shot a three after one pass. Justin Callahan quickly called the timeout and says, guys, think. That's not what we need. And to their credit, they are not doing that tonight. 50-35. Knights on top. 4.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Castro's got it. Driving, kicking, left corner, Hardy. Hardy shakes three from the defender. The 17-footer wouldn't go, though. Skaggs grabs a hold of the rebound. He's on the run. A walk or a block? A block. They're going to call that on the floor or on the shots? They call it on the floor. 15 foul on Farmington. We've got some blood on the floor. Logan England got his lip busted on that play. Ooh, that's a deep cut, too, on Logan's lip. 15 foul on Farmington, the third on England.
I get a little time, right?
Boy, England really got that lip busted up. And now he's checking that tooth as well to see if that tooth is loose. They took him right off the floor, going to get him some attention. Hardy checks in for him. 50-35, 15-point lead for the Knights. 4:19 remaining in the fourth. And now a whistle as they need to clean up a little bit of this blood, apparently. You know what? Let's take a 30-second timeout while they give this its due attention. 4:19 remaining in the fourth, 50-35. Farmington leads, and we're back in at 30 seconds.
Black River Electric Cooperative cares about your safety. So when you're doing jobs around the home or farm, look up and check out the location of power lines before using that ladder to clean gutters or before you paint. If you're unsure about the underground cables buried in rural areas, call Black River Electric before digging for underground cable locations. Black River Electric Cooperative is a proud sponsor of our communities we serve.
Quality Transportation, providing medical transportation since 2006 for St. Francis, Iron, Madison, Washington, and Reynolds counties. When you need to see the doctor, let Quality Transportation be your wheels. The last thing you need to worry about is getting to your appointment. Call Brad Jackson at 573-315-1133, or to set up transportation, call 1-866-269-5927 and request Quality Transportation. Quality Transportation, providing medical transportation since 2006, 866-269-5927.
This is Lance Secrets at Ozarks Modern Insulation. Whether you want an industry professional to insulate your project for you or want to do it yourself, Ozarks Modern Insulation is who you need. With our installers having a combined experience of over 60 years, we have the expertise it takes to do it for you. But we don't have to. We can simply sell you the material at by far the cheapest prices in the area, and you can do it yourself. Next time you need insulation, forget about the big chain stores. Buy local and save more. Ozarks Modern Insulation. OzarkInsulation.com.
Well, they're still working on cleaning up some of that blood out there, and I'm telling you, Logan England got popped. He had a hole in his lip that you could see as he came off the floor, and he not only came off the floor, but they ushered him right off the bench, too, and getting him the attention that he needs. 50-35, Farmington leads it by 15 points. To add the injury, or to add insult to injury, Ankrom or England also got called for the foul on that play. So it sure looks like Farmington will have to play the remainder of this game without their starting point guard, Logan England. But they are up by 15, 50-35. And they've got some other capable guys that can come in there as well. Skaggs tries a three off the inbound, missed it, and Ankrom goes up top for the rebound. 32! Callahan He's capable to run the point. Bomber can come in and run the point as well. DJ Hardy, another one of those guards. Gardy fires to Ankrom. Ankrom has the top of the key to the right wing, Callahan. Callahan looking underneath for Castro. Oh, can't quite get it to him there. And works it back outside to Barnes. Barnes back to Callahan. Callahan dribbling it over to the left wing. Keeps that dribble alive. Now breaks separation there with Comfort. And down to the right corner. That's Barnes. Top of the key. Here's Ankrom once again. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Callahan driving it, kicking it right corner, and the Knights being very, very patient now with this 15-point lead. Ankrom picks the dribble up against Courtois, and now here's Callahan at the head of the circle. Callahan spins it over to the right wing to Barnes. Barnes looking for Hardy, now reverses field, and he does find Hardy on the left wing. VJ looks for a drive. A step through a defender right there. Keeps the dribble alive to Ankrom. And the Knights just grinding this offense over and over. And they've got that 15-point lead. And they've worked a full minute 20 off the clock right here. And now 3 minutes of regulation left. Ankrom slices down the middle of the lane. Oh, mercy, went down hard. Very hard. Ankrom that time almost jumped over two players. Skaggs was one of them there. There was another player in there as well, and it didn't look like anybody went to grab him or touch him and throw him down or anything, but Ankrom just got so high and he was going so fast when he reached those defenders. They were underneath of him, and then the undercut effect, and then he tumbled hard to the ground, and kind of unfortunate for Skaggs. He fouls out on that play. But you've got to credit Ankrom for the aggressive attack, and Drew Skaggs fouls out, having scored 13 points tonight. He averages 22 on the season, so you've got to tip your cap to that Farmington defense. And this is a Central team averaging 68 points a game. The Rebels with only 35 with under 3 to play in the contest tonight as Ankrom rattles the free throw home, and he's got 25. Good to see Jordan come off the ground and okay. And now 51-35. It's a 16-point advantage. And the second free throw is perfect as well. 26 for Ankrom. And it's the largest lead for Farmington, once again at 52-35. They led by 17 one other time at 50-33. There's a drive by Sharfus. He's fouled. That's only the 6th team foul on Farmington. And so the Rebels will get it right in the bucket along the baseline. Great game for Farmington. The Central Rebels had won 15 of 16 games. Coming in, their only loss to the Knights. And that was by 6 points. And Calvert gets in there and bombs in a three. This guy can shoot threes. I'm telling you, he's 11 for 26 on the year, 42%. He comes in the game, and he's just instant offense right there. 52-38. 2:39 remaining in the fourth. A timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with him. 1 minute right here on J98.
Gettinger Electric in St. Genevieve, whether it's residential or commercial. Ron and Mark are the knowledgeable professionals you want to hire. They offer residential wiring and rewiring, video and audio surveillance systems, alarm systems, communication systems, and even computer repair. The Gettingers have over 40 years combined experience with AAS degrees in electronic technology. Call Gettinger Electric today, serving St. Genevieve, St. Francis, Cape Perry, Jefferson, and St. Louis counties. Call 573-883-7366.
The Potosi R3 School District is committed to excellence, and they are proud of their students and athletes. These young people work hard and show a ton of dedication. The Potosi R3 students and athletes are committed to excelling to high levels of achievement. Attitude and perseverance play a big part in their success. The Potosi R3 School District sincerely hopes this 2012-13 school year is a wonderful and memorable stepping stone in your life's journey.
Full court pressure applied by Central here. Knights work against it. This is Callahan at midcourt. 52-38. Farmington by 14 points. Left corner. Ankrom drives it. Slips it over to Castro. Castro's on the left low block, slapped away from him by Comfort. Sharfus now is out on the run. He's going to attack from the right side. Right side layup. Count it for Will Sharfus. 5 points for Sharfus, and the lead is 12. It was 17. And now Castro's wide open underneath the bucket. He's got the 2-point field goal right there. Well, that'll happen sometimes when you're gambling, trying to create some of those turnovers here late in the game and down big. 54-40. And now here's a three-pointer by Comfort. Comfort always hits a three late in the game. And when it's close, they really matter. John has 2 threes tonight, 6 points total, 54-43. It's not quite over. 54-43, an 11-point contest, and another timeout. All right, let's step aside for another minute on J98.
Don't miss out on a great meal any longer. Get to the Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown. Whether your taste buds long for a thick, juicy, certified Angus beef steak, lemon pepper grilled chicken breast, or even seafood, with your choice of sides, your craving will be satisfied. Let the Olympic Steakhouse grill you a mouth-watering steak. That's the Olympic Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Fredericktown. They're the home of the half-price certified Angus beef steak. Olympic Steakhouse looks forward to serving you.
Update your look, get more sleep, and save money with Fisher Furniture in Ironton. Update your look with great value, high-quality furniture in every room of your home. Get more sleep with a brand new Serta mattress set. They have every comfort level. It's all available and ready to deliver. And saving money is easy with their top-of-the-line Whirlpool Energy Star appliances. See a decrease in your utilities and make chores easy with a new laundry pair, dishwasher, and a new steam clean range with an unheard-of 6.2 cubic foot capacity. Fisher Furniture, online or visit them on Main Street in Ironton.
A quick foul off the inbound, and Mike Carlo has started that foul game now, trying to see if the Knights will miss some free throws. Knights shoot 63% as a team. Jonah Barnes, 52% on the year, and he's got a couple coming his way right here. 54-43. Farmington leads it by 11, and now 12 as Barnes strokes the first. Jonah averages 4.5 a game. He's got 3 with that one. Barnes back to the line. He's got a good-looking free throw stroke. 4 points for him now. 56-43. Knights lead by 13. Central really wasn't able to ever really threaten here in the second half. Farmington led by 9 at halftime and then extended the lead to 17 a couple of times. And Central never really did seriously threaten. Jonah Barnes slammed to the ground by Austin Caldwell there. They're going to call Caldwell for an intentional on that one. Caldwell has his third. It has been physical tonight. I wouldn't question the sportsmanship, though. I don't think anybody has gone after anybody else trying to hurt them at all. But, you know, basketball can be played in a physical manner, but a respectful and sportsmanlike manner. Barnes hits the free throw. He's got 5. 57-43. Margins back out to 14 for the Knights. And Barnes' free throw connects again. And so do you foul again here and give Farmington essentially 4 free throws on this trip? Let's see. Mike Carlo instructing his team. They were talking about this one maybe being played for a number 1 seed in district as well. Callahan bounces it down to Hardy, and it looks like Central going to play some straight up defense here. Play aggressive, but straight up and not just go for the foul. Knights basketball. Ankrom playing catch out front with Callahan. Callahan's got it on that right wing. Fires it back out to Ankrom. 75 seconds remaining in our ball game, and now Caldwell reaches out to foul Callahan. So Callahan steps to the line. Garrett, a 6.5-point scorer on the year. He's got 9 tonight. Had a good game. 7 of those points in the first half. Callahan, a 5'10 junior. Kind of a skinny dude, but you can tell that he understands the game. Well, he's a ball mover. Always seems to make the right pass. Gets low, tries hard on defense. He can shoot a little bit. Missed the first, made the second. 59-43. The 16-point advantage for the Knights, and Scherfus slides through for the easy deuce. 7 points for Will Scherfus now, and Ankrom goes for the touchdown pass and scored it. He'd be some kind of wide receiver, I think, on the football team. 61-45, the lead 16. And Jordan Ankrom having just a superb game. 28 points for him. Comfort from the right corner. Notches another three-pointer. Big Shot John with 9. 61-48. A 13-point lead for the Knights. Callahan crosses that timeline to Hardy. And Hardy just going to work it right back out front. Half a minute to go. And what will Central do here? looks like they're going to let that clock just melt off here. A cheer from both sides. And there's your championship game, folks, as the Farmington Knights defeat Central in the grudge match, 61-48. 10 seconds ticking off this fourth quarter clock. These two teams have played each other twice. They split, each one winning one game by 6. And Farmington maybe wins the definitive one in this one, 61-48. But these two could meet down the road in district play, so we might reserve judgment on who's the better team for the season. 61-48, the final score. The Farmington Knights now 13-10. Their best winning percentage of the year. The Central Rebels 17-6. Winners of 15 of the last 16 coming in. Now winners of 15 out of their last 17. Those two losses to the Farmington Knights.